and welcome to Mercury 80. I am not in my usual gifting site and I'm not in Abaq's area. So today's date is the 27th of February and it may be a couple of, probably a few days, maybe a couple of weeks before I post this. So I'll explain. A couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago, Edgar was feeling unwell and he was under pressure of, I think it's really like a form of Parkinson's, but it was nervous stuff, if you like. We would call it related to the nervous system, and there was a lot of worry and concern because he was unable to save Wayfarder, who was about quite a bit younger than him, and he was unable to save him from his illness, and he died, as you know, last year, quite young in Bigfoot terms. But Edgar has made a full recovery, and with your prayers and your help, thoughts, that helps and aids them to a recovery. So I was in my house a couple of weeks ago, about 10 days ago, and I have a security light outside, and it kept on flashing on and off. Went outside, nobody there, and this went on for some period of time, and then it stayed on for about 15 minutes, and I thought, what is going on with this light? So I thought I need to have a look at it. So I went outside, and it then dawned on me, maybe someone was there. So I said, is there one of the family here? And the answer was yes. So it turned out, I thought it was Abaq first. I thought, he doesn't usually do that. He usually mind speaks with me and says straight away, introduce, I know it's him. And I thought, who is it? And for some reason I felt it was Edgar. And I asked, I said, is it? And he said, correct. So I said, is everything okay? Are you feeling better? Yes. So he said, I've come to tell you that, he said, my father, as in his father, Edgar's father, he is the top of the clan. He is the oldest person within the clan. His name is also Abaq, so we'll refer to him as Abaq Senior. He said he has chosen to transition. Now I believe this is something they can do when it's their time. If you like, for us, we die when we die. For them, they go on in a higher dimension, more ethereal realm, if you like, and he has chosen to do that. And he said this is going to occur on the 23rd of February, which was roughly 4 days ago. So I said, right, thank you very much for telling me, and I'm really sorry to hear that. Now Abaq Senior is quite an age. He is the oldest one of this clan. Everybody else is younger than he is. So every member of that family will have known Abaq Senior all their life. So it's a major event to happen. So he's chosen to transition, so there's lots of preparation that goes with that, and it takes them a couple of weeks. And I said, do you want me to stay away during that period of time? I said, yes. I said, what do you call this? In Aboriginal things, it would sort of be called sorry time. They're going for sorry time, where you remember people, you think about people. And I wondered whether that was called. I said, is it called sorry time? He said, no. And he said, remembrance. It's called remembrance. So the family will all be preparing for this. They will have, I assume, people from all over coming to visit and coming to pay their respects. Now, for example, last night I had a visit from Zorth, who effectively asked me to do this video on Abaq Senior. However, I will not put anything or post anything until I get the all clear from Abaq, whom I speak to. So this is why there's a delay, and I don't know when he is going to come out of the remembrance period. He will come to me when he does so, and then we'll run it all past him. And he may not want it produced, I don't know. He may want it edited, and I run nearly everything past Abaq, because what we think is normal stuff might be deeply private to them. It might be a security aspect to them. Who knows? So that is what's been going on. So Abaq and his family, I have not been to visit them. I did check in with Abaq a couple of days ago and make sure that they were all okay, and if there was anything they needed or I could do. I did ask if they wanted me to go this weekend, and he said no. So I said, no, that's okay, that's fine. I understand it's a 2 to 3 week period. So, as you know, Abaq's name means Mercury Quicksilver. So Abaq, that I speak to, he is the grandson of Abaq Senior, Edgar's father. So I am wondering if the eldest grandson carries the name of the patriarch of the family. So Abaq, whom I speak to, will be the oldest grandson, and the firstborn grandson, eldest grandson. Now Abaq, whom I speak to, he has a son, Sio, who's his oldest son, and at the moment Sio has 2 girls. Well, Sio came to me a few days ago to tell me that they are expecting a 3rd child. So if that is a male, I wonder whether it will be called Abaq. I wonder if it's something that might be a family tradition within their family. It could be a tradition that the people do. I have no idea. So that was another thing. So lots of bits of news that I'm throwing in here. So Abaq, like I say, Mercury, the name means Mercury. On this date of the 23rd, when he told me the date they were choosing, that Abaq Senior was choosing to transition, I looked it up, and it seems that it is becoming almost like, it looks like a double planet. It's almost like it is eclipsed, if you like, or in conjunction very close, they run very close by to Saturn. So this is Mercury and Saturn, very close by on the night of the 23rd. So I believe that there's a reason why he chose that date. They are guided very heavily with what goes on in the sky, the constellation and the stars. And it would have been a fortuitous time, a provident time for him to leave at that time, and that's why he would have chosen it. He probably planned it for a very long time. That's the news. That's where we're at. So I'm not sure when this is going to be relayed to you all. I will do it only with Abaq's blessing. And I just wanted to tell everybody. So today I thought, where's a nice little forest that's nearby that's not too noisy? You're not going to have people walking through. And I thought of this one. This one came to mind. No sooner had I parked up and I started walking, and I realised, I thought, this has got a family of Bigfoot people in. And I was aware of one very, very close by, and I said, may I ask your name? And so he tells me his name is Jesus. J-E-S-U-S. So Jesus. I think he gets Jesus. I think that's, am I correct? Sometimes he gets Jesus. And Jesus is here, just visiting today. I think they do there's a lot of signalling in this woods and stuff for constellations, but I don't believe that Jesus lives in this wood. So I asked if there was somebody else. I said, does your mate live here? And he said, yes. Is your mate with you, should I say? He said, yes. And I said, so what is her name? And her name is Sarada. S-U-R-A-D-A. So Sarada. So between Jesus and Sarada, they're both in their, I think Sarada's probably in her 30s, but he is in his 40s. They have 3 little children. So, what a wonderful coincidence. And I asked if he knew Abaq, which he does, but I don't think they go up there sort of thing regularly, although I believe they have been to pay their respects, you know. So Abaq will be his, if you like, his chieftain. He would look to Abaq for advice or whatever they needed to do. So that's my news for this week, and short and sweet though it is, I thought perhaps you would like to know what's happening. And you're going to see some things in the next couple of videos that's coming out in Communique. it looks different. This is not anything that to be alarmed about, although I felt uneasy at the time. It's not to be alarmed about, but yeah, interesting. Everything is all connected. There are things that we can talk about, and there are things that I can't talk about. And I always ask Abaq. Invariably, he is leaning over my shoulder when I'm editing. And believe me, it takes a few days to edit these videos and make sure everything is correct. I always cut the bits out where I fall over or walk into a tree or something stupid like that, which I do frequently. But so I always run things past Abaq. So at the moment, Abaq and his family are taking time out because this is their remembrance time. So it's a plan that obviously Abaq Senior has had, and he's carried this through, and when they're ready they'll come back to us. So as soon as I get the go ahead from Abaq, I will post this. So I'm putting the date on it, telling you that I'm recording it. It's the 27th of February today, but it may be some time before I get to post it. And I should also say, with a lot of my videos, they are a few weeks, two weeks usually between when I film them and when I post them. And I've had to keep it that way because the area where Abaq and family live is very remote, and the least bit of snow or ice and you're not going to get there. And so I need to be very careful with that, so I make sure that I've got something there to give you folks. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for your kindness and your patience, and we'll say stay safe, look after each other, and be kind in word, deed and thought. And thank you for listening. Okay, bye now.